What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a day trading recap, first one of 2020. But before we do, I'm going to show you the plan that I have for the entire year for myself and my trading. You see, last year in January, I got chopped up in small cap world. It was my worst month of the year, okay? And I noticed that this year we're starting off in small caps kind of the same. Quick little pops, chopped up underneath VWAP, and just nothing but choppiness, okay? Fake outs, fake out breakouts, just all sorts of non-consistent type moves that I saw last year. Now, over the last 6 months, my trading has changed in that I've been able to recognize when to adjust on the fly. When small caps aren't doing well for me and my strategy and how I trade, I switch over to something else or I don't trade. You see me last year, I traded some mid caps, did fairly well. I traded a lot of stocks over $10, a lot of stocks in the $20 range, and I did very well on them. I also traded options more often than ever before, and I did really well at them. BYND was one of my best option trades last year with over 600% gain on those options. That was a massive win for me, and I was super stoked. It was actually the biggest win for me for the year. But that's the point of this year. In order to continue my consistency, I have to be able to trade outside of small cap world. I've never wanted to just be a trader that trades one setup on one type of equity or one type of instrument. I never wanted to be that trader. I always wanted to be a versatile trader because I knew that was the way to become consistent. Because when small craps are not doing well, then maybe options are doing fairly well on something like Tesla or Apple or anything else really for that matter, right? Or the SPY. Today I traded options. That's what I traded today, and I did fairly well in that I'm green on the day, right? Otherwise, I would be sitting here doing nothing, fiddling my thumbs because the small cap plays I was looking at just didn't work out. So without any further delay, check it out. Well, guys, so a lot of stuff has been happening, right, over the last 24 hours or so. An Iranian-backed militia attacked the U.S. embassy in Baghdad, so bombs were dropped. Simple as that. People were taken out, and the leading number 2 guy in Iran is no longer on Earth. And that conflict and potential future conflicts that can continue to happen between Iran and the U.S. caused the market to gap down this morning. Now, we had this pretty big gap down from yesterday up here in the 324, almost 325 area, all the way down here to this morning. We had a low of 321.10. So that's a pretty big gap down. So in the face of that gap down, I decided to try to short the market and make some bank, but that didn't happen. I got squeezed out right here and immediately was put in the red on the day. I was shorting via some put options on the SPY, and that initially caused me to go red on the day. And I was red about 140 bucks, and I wasn't happy at all because that is not how I wanted to start 2020. So took a step back and looked at a few of the stocks on my watch list. My watch list up here is not fully updated because I had to restart my system so that I can record this because I was having some little technical issues. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at a few things. I was looking at CEI, okay? Looking at CEI, but as you can see, total dud. I was looking at Yuma, okay? That was also on my watch list, but typical as we've seen the last, I want to say 3 days, very choppy small cap action, okay? So nothing for me there. And then finally, I was looking at Apple and Tesla. Yep, I'm still trading those big boys when I get a chance. So we're in here, and Tesla had Tesla had a nice gap up. Mind you, the market gap down, Tesla gapped up. And we see here, it went all the way up here to 454, all-time highs. That is massive, massive, massive. I'm thinking in the future, if we have a big market pull down, a big Tesla pull down, I'm going to buy some Tesla just like to put it away. Just buy some Tesla, put it away, and every so often I'm going to buy some Tesla and put it away because I don't know. Tesla could be the next type of Google play, maybe. I don't know. I'm no financial expert by any means. And as you know, this is not financial advice. I'm just letting you know, like everything I do in this channel, what I'm doing, what I'm currently going to do, wish I was doing, I'm going to do. Basically, whatever I'm looking to do, as what I put on the channel. So, or done, or what I've done. So that's something I'm going to be looking at Tesla for in the future. Now, I did trade Tesla on this pullback here, and I traded it via some calls, okay? So initially when we had this pullback here and a reclaim of the VWAP here when it violated, I got long in here, okay? I got long in here, 4 contracts at a cost basis of $4 and change, and as it squeezed up here, I immediately took 2 contracts off, which actually brought me back to exactly break even on the day. Then we had this nasty candle dip down here, and I stopped out of my last 2 contracts, and guess what? It brought me back into the freaking red on the day, and I was not happy. I was really mad. Like I hadn't been that mad in a while. I was really mad at that because I went from red to break even to holding 2 contracts that I was looking for an extension move up over 450 that would have brought me back way into the green. As a matter of fact, if I would have just sold the entire position up here, I would have been nicely in the green comfortably, but I wanted to trade my plan. And that brought me back into the red, and I wasn't happy. However, when it reclaimed the VWAP again, I got long again, a couple contracts and added a couple more, and then I took profits off fully on all 4 contracts up here, bringing me back not only into break even, but green on the day. But sadly, I missed out on the rest of this move, which would have made me a home run day because I would have been up nicely because I was in those at 450 something, I think I was. And these were popping off up here at $7. Yep, that's right. But I do have the trades recorded live here for you, but I'm only going to bring up this final trade so that the video isn't too long. I don't want to take up too much of your time starting off 2020. So let's go ahead and grab that. And I'm going to show you my trades here real quick. Very busy day. There are my SPY. I bought 81, stopped out 73, rebought 78, stopped out 77. Oh, I'm sorry, bought more 77, stopped out at 69. Then Tesla bought at 443, 433, and I bought more at $5. And good Lord, I bought more at 535. I didn't remember that. And then I sold at 565, half. And then the remaining half I got stopped out at 472, causing me to go back into the red. Then, and 446. Then I bought at 420, okay, on the bid. I added at 480, and I took them fully off at 510, bringing me back into the green on the day. So that was it right there. And let's go ahead and grab the live recording. Okay, so as you can see right there, I'm in 2 contracts, 421 cost basis on this reclaim here, okay? That we reclaimed, and we're bouncing off of VWAP again. Right there I add, okay? I really like how we just held onto that VWAP right there. A part of me was thinking about adding even more there, but I decided not to get too crazy. I mean, I was already having not such a good day to begin with. Another thing that I didn't like was that we had this 90 MA crossover VWAP, a nice increase in volume here on this hold, but we just came right back down. Like we didn't start to get that extension. We didn't start to get that pop. I expected this next candle to come up here and test 450 immediately. Didn't happen. There we start to get that quick little pop there. As you can see, I'm already up 200 and change, almost $300 on 4 contracts. But I really wanted it to get up there, but it didn't push fast enough for me. Closed it out right there. As you can see, let's see here to see it one more time. 307, sell close. I executed those at 510, and that was it right there. Let's take a look at what happened with the chart afterwards. Oh yeah, actually I got stopped out on one of these candles on my first trade. My second trade was this one here. I didn't stop out here. I sold up here, and the very next candle dipped like that, and I thought to myself, well, good job, Jesse. Yeah, right. Look at that. I should have just jumped right back in when it reclaimed VWAP, looking for the move. Oh well, green on the day. I'm happy to at least start the year off green, on a green note. Friday today. Looking forward to next week. I expect a lot of volatility going on the rest of the week, maybe the month, starting next week. Just in the overall markets and some of these big board stocks. and maybe a lot more choppiness in the small caps. I remember last year in January, the small caps were so choppy and I felt so chopped up that I'm going to be very, very selective this month, and maybe even a little boring in the sense that I'm not going to be going after big size and maybe some of these small caps and bigger and like pushing it, because they're starting to get choppy, and small cap choppiness is an account killer. So I rather play it safe and conserve my capital in my account and my mental capital, because I don't want to take a chainsaw to my monitors. So I think that's going to be my plan from here on out this month. If the market changes and we see some big supernova moves, then hey, everything goes back to normal. I throw that plan out the window and institute the formal plan that I had in December, which was I was being aggressive. I had upped my share size a little bit, and I was making good money. So that's the plan. I want to be a prudent trader. I want to be a trader that can be here for the long run. I'm not going to be one of those traders that's here for a very short term, because he just puts all his account in every single play all the time, 100%, just going after it, even when the market is telling me, hey, small caps are not the safest right now. They're very choppy, and I still push it and fight against the trend. That's not going to be me. I want to be an actual trader. I don't want to be just some chaser. So let me know how you're starting off the year. Drop it in the comment section below. Remember to smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Oh, and we just broke over 3,000 subs. Thank you very much. Now help me get to 5. I'll catch you on the next one.